So this is Moose. He always tells me off. We've learnt one thing with Moose. You got to let him go to the hard part. Hey, Moose, that was a bit rough. That was really nasty. He likes a head scratch. That came in good in COVID, but I can't slam it, but I can throw it down on it. And I can't cook a barbecue. I'm no good at barbecue.
How you doing?
Guys? Yeah, good, thank you.
Ooh.
Monster.
Sorry, guys.
You want to use this maybe? Is that better?
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Like I said, with the lighting and that, there's lights here, guys. You want to turn on the switches to you near the trophies.
Yeah.
And if you want to open up the curtains, you can do whatever you want to do, guys.
Can do.
And when I start to cry, just don't put that on there, will you, guys?
Of course. Is he very gentle with you?
He's amazing what he does. I didn't answer your question though, did I?
Can you tell us what's happening right now, Craig?
Part of my process through, I wish it was through part of the year, but unfortunately for me, Stephen lives in Hong Kong. He resides in Hong Kong, so we make a commitment that he comes over he's here for 8 weeks.
Does that mean a few Hong Kong jockeys come and go as well with your services?
From time to time, yes, I've worked with jockeys in Hong Kong, yeah. And that's where I met Craig many years ago, and we continue to work together when we moved back to Australia.
It's a shame he doesn't live here, because I'd be having him here all year round. The first thing Steve says, how's your body? And I'll go, well, this has happened and that's happened since we've last seen. And I say, oh, it's fine, it's going pretty well. And then he starts working, and I realise that what I thought was fine is clearly not fine anymore. My day was riding work this morning, and then getting Steve very early, and then obviously I've got homework for tomorrow's. I've got 8 rides tomorrow, so there's about 4 or 5 hours worth of homework. In that time, we need recovery, and I do have 2 more appointments later on today, and that's only for being a professional jockey. That's not being a husband or a father. I live quite a private life. That's not really doing too much entertaining. Usually when I get home, it's tracksuit on and can relax, and it's quite nice. And I feel my children, my youngest son likes to have 12 to 15 friends come and sleep over. So you start seeing bodies lying around everywhere in the house. Front room, this room, upstairs. So
How long have you had these guys?
last year, I told them they should be called Bella Nipotina or Mr. Brightside.
Was that a present to the kids after winning the Everest?
I didn't have a choice. I saw my youngest daughter Summer. She was so excited, and I realised why, because she said, good, we can go buy a puppy dog. And I didn't realise that one puppy dog means 2. All good? I'll put some more clothes on now. Thanks, Steve.
No problem.
I'll see you Thursday.
Melbourne Cup. It's been a race that you've won once.
Growing up and dreaming about it and writing stories when I was at school. But when you're born into racing, then the Melbourne Cup is, it's just the holy grail. He's a horse that had no real big acceleration, but he was a really, really tough stayer. And the last part of the race was like, all of a sudden, we're still fighting it out. The winning post is there, and then I could sense something coming really fast to my outside. Then I could see it in the corner of my eye, and I thought, oh, it's coming a lot quicker than the winning post is getting there. And then all of a sudden, the next 2 strides, like, oh wow, I just won the Melbourne Cup.
Fair declare kicks, fair declares bottom for Australia. They're on top of the world.
This is what I love. Look at this. It's a scroll. How cool is that? You can hang it in a dunny. You can hang it anywhere. It's great.
What is your favourite memorabilia in here?
My favourite memorabilia? Well, there's a couple. This one, because that's a horse trained by my brother, and my wife owned it, and she designed the colours. So he won on Super Saturday and at Moonee Valley, so that was pretty cool. And my brother, I don't get really too many Christmas presents unless it's fudge for my hair, aftershave, body lotion, or movie vouchers. My mum buys me always some Hugo Boss tops that at least fit me, the jumpers, so that's perfect. And my brother bought me this, and that's like pride of joy for me, like Roger Federer's tennis ball signed. And I said, that's not his signature. And I Googled it, and it was, and it is. So yeah, it's pretty special. My brother sent me that, so yeah. And we've got these. I love these little cards that I can give away to people.
They hand them out in Hong Kong like candy. I think they need to do them a bit more in Oz.
Absolutely. Say Mr. B. Bella. You got racing fans, and we need to be giving more. They ask the goggles all the time. Do you know who this horse was?
No. Tell me.
I don't know either. That's the Vase in Hong Kong. There's the Tenno show there, and that's the Asahi High, the 2-year-old Group 1. Christoph Simeon. That was going back in Japan. That's 2012, it says there. Christoph Simeon was amazing. I spent some time with him, and just spending time with him, and you know, the advice he gives, and things you can learn by being around those riders is amazing.
For those that don't know, how long have you been doing it, Craig?
33 years so far. That was when we were in Ukraine earlier this year. That's shrapnel. That's just a reminder of how lucky we are here. Could you imagine that, a velocity going through someone's flesh and bones? Poor buggers. Well, Lisa is Ukrainian, so we got skin in the game. And we were on the couch watching the Winter Olympics. What Lisa said to me was they believe that they discussed about that Russia would invade, and the answer from China was just do it after the Olympics. And I said, oh, that can't be possible. Anyway, sure enough it was. And then through thoroughbred racing industry, they said we need survival kits. I thought I'd reach out to Paul Fudge, and I said to Paul, we want to support people in Ukraine. This is, what we want to do. And in 2 days I had an email, 34-page email about all these different trauma kits and all this equipment. Now in over three and a half years, we've actually been able to raise, through people's generous support and contributions, over 2 million Australian dollars, and it's quite amazing. And we go back there and deliver it, and we can only do it with people's generosity and help, and it's been great since. No, I'm not riding. No. They're not getting it that easy. So this is Moose. He always tells me off. We've learnt one thing with Moose. You've got to let him go to the hard part. Hey, Moose, that was a bit rough. That was really nasty. He doesn't like cameras then. Come on. Oh, he's not happy. Moose, please. He likes a head scratch. Oh, see, they can turn their head 360 degrees. That is amazing. Yeah, don't bite me though. So this is my workhorse. And yeah, so he has his own rug. He got called Mr. B, affectionately named because of his colour. So yeah, this is every morning. And their pool's up here, yeah. So this is, we love the garden. So. That came in good in COVID, but I can't slam it, but I can throw it down on it. Sorry, it's not all completely cleaned up, but see, that just slides back and forth. And when you come in here, the water's 26 degrees. So it's a great preparation recovery pool. You touch it, it's got magnesium minerals in it. So you can, not far from walking on it. Oh, this thing can all go off. The whole thing can go back. So if you don't want to have it here in summer and you just want the pool, then you just push everything back. But through winter, this is 26 degrees, and as you can see, I swim in it, preparation, recovery, whatever I want to do. So yeah, I love my pool. I love getting up and swimming, and you can see and feel the air bubbles coming off your hands. So these get made in France, and so they come all the way across. So you can't see in, but you can see out. So the kids and we spend a lot of time up here, whether it be summer or even autumn. And I can't cook a barbecue. I'm no good at barbecue, but we can. Got the TV set up there. They can watch races or sports or whatever they want to stream, and it's a nice area.
So this is where the kids watch you win Group 1s, Craig?
They don't really watch. Lisa watches me ride all the time, and Alana does, but I don't know. I don't really think they really watch too much of what goes on. When I won the 2019 Melbourne Cup with Vow and Declare, I thought it was after race 4. Someone was at the fence line, and I had Victor, Alana, and Oliver there, and it was really special for me. Yeah, it was great. I'm going to try and do this though. But do that, and they all go down. There we go. Look, I didn't bugger it up. All right, get out before you get locked in.
What are you most proud of, Craig?
What am I proud of? Well, I was always wanted that my parents would be proud of me. It was always one thing that I strive to do and continue to do. Now that I'm married, I'm lucky that I met Lisa, and we've got 4 children. What am I most proud of?
I guess now I'm actually a good husband, good father, which I'm still working on. Always working on that. God, that's a hard job, I tell you. I like riding horses, it's easier. But I've got great kids, they're healthy, they're well, they're very intelligent, they see things differently than how I was brought up and how I see things, so I'm learning every day with them. But I guess now on a bigger scale, I do an amazing sport and I love what I do, and I thought that was it and everything until my bubble got burst, I guess 3.5 years ago now, of Ukraine, and realised that there's more out there, and when you give and you support, supporting people that are dealing with that hardship, then I realise it's quite insignificant. So it helps me deal with things that aren't going as smoothly as where I want them to go. I don't take things for granted anymore. I just thought, Sir Delius, Mr Brightside, Bellingham, they come along all the time. They're things that you've got to really appreciate, because they're not a given. Nothing's a given, and just enjoy life as it is, I guess.